All right, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Boys and girls.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Un momento, por favor. Un momento. Silencio. Escuchen. Yeah, boy.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
And so is meth, especially when you got 7 pounds of it. Do y'all see the title?
I think they do.
Do y'all see the title?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they, yeah.
Dynasty, baby. Episode 200, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Episode 200, baby. We made it. Episode 200. That's hard work, baby. And we appreciate everybody that's been following us, the day oneers, the new ones, and everyone in between.
Our regulars.
Everybody.
Definitely our regulars.
Okay? We appreciate everybody. Episode 200, we made it. We made it. Donald, thank you. Thank you. All right. So, let's get it started. Oh, that was a big jump. I like that, though. Anyway, let's go. Y'all know what it is. Coach Williams, NFL Encyclopedia, Wildcat quarterback, runs this whole thing, future Hall of Famer. That direction, panel 316, the good guy with the black hat, always ready to say, I told you so. That's gonna be interesting. Down below, Steve Space Age, man. What's good, man? The one who came up with the idea of this show.
Yes, sir. That'd be me.
Big strong reason why we at episode 200. Let's get it. All right. So, first topic, gentlemen. We have another head coach who has gone. Honestly, I forgot who the first head coach was, but anyway.
It's Callahan.
Oh, sorry, it was Callahan. That's why I couldn't think of it. It's like, dang, why I couldn't think of it? Thank you. It's Callahan.
Yeah.
All right. Brian Daboll is out of New York. Fired a couple days ago. They got Mike Kafka as the interim coach, and he'll still call the plays. And I forgot who the interim OC is. I forgot his name. I think it's Tim Lewis. But yeah, Daboll's out. My opinion, I think the GM should be out too because you let Saquon Barkley walk, and Saquon Barkley had a huge season last year, and he was really the glue to the offense. But Daniel Jones.
I would say that you talk about Daniel Jones too. He's having a heck of a year.
Daniel Jones, he's having a heck of a year, even though it's really Jonathan Taylor that's helping him out a ton. But hey, it is what it is. I don't know, man. It's too early because it's not his fault on those moves. And you got a young receiver in Malik Neighbors, who's him. Cam Scotterbo is on injury reserve, so is Neighbors. And Dart, who we're going to go further deeper into in a minute, he's showing promise at quarterback. So I mean, let the three guys. He needs a full year with those three guys, man. What do y'all think?
Well, Dayball, I'm not gonna put the lack of success this season of the New York Giants completely on Brian Dayball. Yes, does he play a role? Sure. But is it all his fault? No. I think the GM threw him under the bus.
Yes.
For lack of better terms. It's like I'm gonna do this so I can kind of save. It's a CYA type of thing, so I can cover my own butt, And basically, they mismanaged Jackson Dart. He's on concussion protocol right now, which we'll get into later because that's concerning. We're traipsing into Tua Tagovailoa territory here with Jackson Dart. His first year in the NFL, which is insane, Getting back to what I was saying, Dayball, he doesn't have a whole lot to work with. So you lost your stud wide receiver. You lost your most productive rookie running back, who was playing really well. Then now you got a banged up quarterback, and it's just not a good look for them to just fire him at this point, because to what end? What are we actually getting to when we fired a coach right there with what we got, 8 games left in the season? Not to say they're gonna turn it around, but at this point, you might as well do like Miami's doing with Mike McDaniel and just let him finish the season.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you on the hot, your seat is boiling, it's scorching. You probably won't be in that seat by after week 18. However, we're just not going to let you finish the season out, because we're going to let you audition for your next job, which, you could be a coordinator, position coach, somewhere else like that. Maybe college ranks might call for you, So, and right now the hot ticket now is to just be a fired SEC coach, because, you go get your SEC job, you crap the bed on that, and you get a buyout on your contract where you set up for the rest of your life.
30 million, 40 million, even $50 million.
Yeah, I had a buddy of mine, friend of mine. He's a Dolphins fan, but we was talking about something completely different. And he said, what I want to be when I grow up. I said, what? He said, a fired SEC coach. Not an SEC coach.
Hey, man.
A fired SEC coach.
They straight. You good?
Yeah.
Yes.
All you gotta do is get the job. They don't be after that. I'm like, I don't care. Oh, you gonna fire me? Cool. You gonna buy out my contract? I'm gonna go sit on the couch. And I got
and sit on some cash.
And sit on some cash. I'm gonna have a couch made out of cash.
Yes.
But yeah. So I'm digressing because we're talking about college football. But
True.
Yeah. But Dayball, they should have gave him a chance to just go ahead and finish out the season. I don't understand the process of firing somebody this late in the season. I understand firing coaches during the season, but you typically fire a coach.
Yeah, it was a weird time.
You typically fire one as a chance that the interim could turn the season around. That type of thing. Yeah. But at this point, the season's too far gone for the Giants, and you got all these guys that are out, these studs that are out, like Malik Neighbors and Cam Scatterbo. I really would like to see what that looks like.
Yes.
With a healthy Jackson Dart.
Yes.
A healthy Cam Scatterbo and a healthy Malik Neighbors.
Because Dart's not even playing this Sunday.
No, he's got a concussion, which that's a great segue, Steve, because we can talk about Jackson Dart's concussions.
Because this is his 4th time being evaluated for concussion.
Yeah.
Not saying he's had 4 concussions, but it's his 4th time being evaluated for concussion. And for someone who's only played 9 football games, that's a lot of concussions, because you're almost averaging 1 every 2 games.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And it's been his reckless style of play. I know he wants to run. Nothing wrong with that. But sometimes you can run too much, or you can just think like, oh, yeah, I can outrun everybody in the NFL. And you can't outrun everybody in the NFL. And the first person who was the fastest quarterback at the time to find that out the hard way was Michael Vick. 4.3 quarterback who was lightning in a bottle, got hit, and suffered a broken leg. And if you remember, owner Arthur Blake is sitting there pushing him around in a wheelchair. Because you fast don't mean you still can't get hit. The NFL will show you. And it's happened countless times again.
I'll do you one better.
Go ahead.
Randall Cunningham, 1991, towards ACL.
Mm.
Running around.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Y'all pulling out the history book.
Hey, but listen,
there's more to this list. I'm just, but
yeah.
He didn't really start having real success as a passer till he calmed down all the running and sat in the pocket. He had Chris Carter, Randy Moss, and
Jake Reed. Yep.
And Graham Fam. And
Robert Smith for running back, baby.
Yeah. So, that's one example. Yet another example. I'm gonna go to my team, Steve Young. Steve Young became a better passer after somebody knocked him around a few times. And it's like, now he got concussions later because of somebody named Lawrence Phillips that missed his block and ended his career. But, Steve Young, Michael Vick, Randall Cunningham, all of these are quarterbacks who started off thriving off just taking off running. I'm going to do another one, Cam Newton. Cam Newton, as big as he is, he was getting banged up. And I think he probably could have played a few more years if he hadn't took the damage that he took early on in his career.
And he took all those hits because they kept doing quarterback design runs. They kept running. Yes. I mean, Dante Culpepper went body broke down. Steve McNair, Donovan McNabb, they just all broke down after a while.
Yeah, you can't. It's not sustainable.
No,
especially with the league the way it is now. Now, back in the day in the 90s, they was hitting the quarterback. They was hitting.
Yeah. Yes.
But now in this day and age, they're not hitting quarterbacks as much, except for when they leave the pocket. But the guys are faster and stronger than they were in the 90s. So it levels out. It evens out, And it's not sustainable. Yes, scramble out of the pocket if the play breaks down. But get down. Okay.
Slide.
Get what you can, get down, get out of bounds. Don't
slide.
Even Josh Allen is starting to learn that a little bit. Hey man, let me get my tail in. I know I'm big and everything, but let me get down.
Do the electric slide.
Yeah, he's starting to understand that, and I'm gonna give you a prime example, modern day. Lamar Jackson has progressed as a passer because he doesn't want to do that much running anymore because of the damage that he can incur on his body.
Exactly.
Lamar Jackson's a much better passer now than when he started his career.
Yes.
But going back to Jackson Dart, because that's what we were supposed to be parking for a minute here. And Steve, I'm going to let you go in a second. But Jackson Dart, I feel like, is mismanaged by the Giants. Now, that's part coaching. Now, part of that is just Jackson Dart doing what he want to do. He going to just learn. I tell my kids, you going to learn. Oh, yeah, you going to learn. But a lot of that is mismanagement, where you putting him in harm's way, allowing him to be in harm's way, where he's getting these alleged concussions, and it's going to shorten his career. Now you've been looking for a franchise quarterback for God knows how many years. You might just have one because he's playing well for a little stint. You might have him, and now he's going. You turn his brain into tapioca pudding. Because of what he's doing. Now, again, part of it is his fault. I'm not going to just put it all on them. But part of that's on Daboll and the franchise itself. It's coaching.
Yes, it is.
So, that's my thoughts on that. And I think Jackson Dart has a bright future if he can minimize the unnecessary hits. Steve?
Yeah, I don't have much to add. I mean, you nailed it. I did predict Daboll and or the GM being let go. I didn't know it would happen this soon. but I did predict that was going to happen. I mean, given how they've handled the roster as far as letting top tier players go, they're thriving in other places. I didn't see it happening now, and I didn't know that he's being evaluated for the 4th time as far as concussion protocol. I didn't know that. But I mean, now we're at a point where teams are looking to have a fall guy, letting go of coaches, and trading players to live for another season. So yeah. That's where we are.
The Giants are going to have to do better. They're going to have to do better as a franchise. They made some poverty franchise decisions. We talk about that phrase the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Easily.
Yeah, and poverty franchise decisions are decisions that you make that you think you're making that are good decisions, but are actually setting your franchise back. Like not trading a guy that maybe needs to get traded because you're not going particularly anywhere. Or if he's just sitting there and you're not even using him, you can get more draft capital to help out your young quarterback, to help out your young running back, to maybe get a better second receiver for your star receiver that'll be back next year. So the Giants, they have a poverty franchise mentality. It's not.
They also need offensive line too.
Yeah, like I said, you can use that. You trade a guy like a Kayvon Thibodeau, pick up a draft pick, maybe pick up a guard with that draft pick. That you need more because you have Abdul Carter and Brian Burns, so you don't need a Kayvon Thibodeau. So let him walk, and pick up some draft picks. It might be a day 2 or day 3 pick, but if you know what you're doing and your scouting department is doing what they're supposed to do. Hello.
How many times have I said it?
I know you didn't say it. That's why I said what I said. But if your scouting department's doing their job and then you got a pretty good one, you can turn a day 2 or day 3 pick into a quality, I wouldn't say tackle, but definitely interior lineman, a center guard, somewhere up in that. Because some good guards and centers have been found in day 2 and day 3.
And with that interior offensive lineman, they help, keep the pocket. It gives you a chance to step up into the pocket and make a throw down the field. Because quarterbacks don't like pressure in their face. So a better guard than whatever you have helps out someone like Jackson Dart. Maybe Jackson Dart has less of a chance of running, and he can probably throw the ball. Now, he ain't throwing nobody because nobody is not a legitimate receiver. But next year, whole different ball game.
Well, we're going to see what's going to happen with whoever the new coach is because they're going to be bringing in their philosophy. They're going to be bringing in their scheme.
And that's not his quarterback.
Yeah. And they whoever comes in, right, to your point, whoever comes in, they may not be in love with Jackson Dart or married to Jackson Dart. They may say, hey, we may go another way.
Yeah.
Or they may it can go either way. They can say, we love Jackson Dart. I can't wait to work with him. Now, the smart thing for New York to do would be to hire an offensive-minded coach to cultivate that young quarterback.
Yes.
So I think the worst thing they could do is hire a defensive coach because you know how we always say defensive-minded coaches and young quarterbacks typically do not mix.
Now, there is one offensive coach you don't bring in, though. Adam Gase.
I don't think Adam Gase is going to ever get back in the NFL.
Or, wait a minute, I'm missing somebody else. Nathaniel Hackett.
Oh, Nathaniel Hackett, yeah. Okay. But, yeah, I don't know if those guys ever get jobs again. In the NFL, but you definitely want an offensive-minded coach going into next season with a healthy Malik Nabers, a healthy Cam Scatterbo, and a healthy Jackson Dart, who's your potential franchise quarterback, or Jason Garrett. Yeah. Let Jason Garrett stay right there on NBC. Doing what he do. He's doing a good job, and let him stay right there. Let him stay right there.
Lord have mercy. I tell you.
Speaking of quarterbacks, there was a game on Monday night that I don't know how many of you stayed awake for. Now, if you like good defense, then again, it may not be good defense. It just may be the ineptitude of both quarterbacks that made both defenses look good. Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles had a football contest on
football contest.
I literally
Coming to America.
Yeah, and the Packers of Green Bay did not triumph by kicking an oblong ball made of pigskin through a giant H. It was not exhilarating. Okay, for those of y'all know, Coming to America, y'all know the reference.
But listen. Quarterback Jordan Love versus Wildcat quarterback Jalen Hurts, man.
Yeah,
and Jalen Hurts only throwing for 185 yards.
Yeah,
and it's killing Pando so bad because AJ Brown's on his fantasy team, and AJ Brown just can't catch a break for nothing, man.
Get a man some targets for the love of God. Give this man targets.
Hey, so before we move on with this topic, I just want to shout out Ola and thank you, Keenan. But what I tell y'all, when you don't have a quarterback, you're gonna see stuff like this. AJ Brown's not gonna get his targets. And this is about his fourth or fifth time complaining in the last 2 or 3 years. I've been keeping up.
But the thing is, he's not being a diva. For the casual
fan,
he's
complaining.
Yeah, the casual fan might be, oh, he's just being a diva. Wide receiver's a diva. Blah, 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 blah. No, he's got a point.
He does have a point, though.
He
does have a point.
Wrong. Yeah.
I mean, but the way that offense moves, and Brandon speaks on this, is they're saying Jalen Hurts, this is the play. Take one read, go to him, and he's going to do that, or he's going to run.
That's it.
That's how Jalen Hurts. That's just how he plays.
Yeah, that's how he operates.
Yeah,
that's how he operates.
It's no shade. That's just how they do it.
And Jalen Hurts been like that since college. He's been like that since Alabama.
Take away his first read. Typically, he's gonna take off running.
Yeah,
and he doesn't. And
he can't see the field.
And look, this is not us piling on Jalen Hurts because Jordan Love had a piss poor game too.
Oh yeah, of course. But
let me get to that. Let me get to that.
Uh-oh.
So Jordan Love, he's a veteran now. All right. He's not that young. All right. He's a veteran. So when he literally when he gave the Eagles the ball, the play was dead. He tried, I guess he thought he was Pat Mahomes, trying to make a special play, and he fumbled. They got the ball there where they were. Dude, that was a rookie mistake, man, that you should not be making at this big age.
For someone who's been in the league as long as he has.
Exactly.
Yes.
No excuse for that. I mean, he gave them the ball right there.
I mean, that's what happens.
He lost him that game. I'm gonna say he lost him that game.
Hey, Jordan Love may not be it. And I know Packer fans want to say, well, it's not so much Packer fans. It's just
they spoiled.
It's national media on Twitter that sit here saying, well, Brett Favre won the Super Bowl 27, Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl 27, Jordan Love is now 27. Will he win the Super Bowl? And I just don't see it.
They're spoiled. That's what I'm saying.
I know they're spoiled.
I know.
That's something else I used to tell people. You got spoiled at quarterback.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Especially when you have success very early, i.e. Jaden Daniels. As a quarterback, you have success very early. As a team, the expectations are through the roof, man. And it's like, if you don't meet that year in and year out, you're labeled with disappointment. That's just sports media.
Look, hey, check this out. 20 for 36, 176 yards, 4.9 yard.
Whoa, you didn't have to go any further.
QBR of 38.8.
No, Eric, first of all you had to say was the amount of completions,
20 for 36.
And attempts, and then the yards. How many yards again?
176.
So 176 yards out of 20 completions.
Yes, sir.
That's terrible.
4.9, right at 5 yards a pass.
That's terrible.
Especially, and then people gonna make excuses. They're gonna say, "Well, he didn't have Matthew Golden." Let me tell you something. They had Dontavian Wicks.
Thank you.
Dubs. There is a plethora of wide receivers on that team, and then you still have some pretty good tight ends. Kraft didn't play. I'm gonna take that from him. He didn't. His main tight end was out. But still,
Luke Musgrave is not a slouch.
Yeah. But still, we're gonna jump back on Jalen Hurts in a minute too, because we about to piss Eagles fans off. Y'all just want to get mad, scratch your ass and get glad. So, because the truth is the truth. Okay, we deal in facts, not feelings. So, but you look at the stats are comparable with Jalen Hurts: 15 of 26, 183, 1 TD, QBR of 42.0.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible. Both quarterbacks under 200 yards passing. Yeah. Veterans.
That's why it was like, I don't know if it was literally like that meme was like, where the guys looking like they can't tell if something or if it's something else. I can't tell if both defenses were good or both quarterbacks are just absolute dog water.
I think it might be a combination of both because I do respect.
I'm leaning toward that balance,
Yeah, because I do respect the hell out of the Eagles defense, even though y'all know I'm the owner, founder, and CEO of how much I dislike the Eagles, how much I hate the Eagles. Okay, but I respect the Eagles defense and just a couple other things that the Eagles do. But I respect the defense. I will never ever respect that Wildcat quarterback. The Packers defense is good as well. But
Jalen Hurts had a higher.
You said what?
Jalen Hurts had a higher average per carry than Saquon Barkley on Monday night. Green Bay's defense held Saquon Barkley to 2.7 yards a carry. Consequently, the Eagles' defense held Josh Jacobs to 3.5 yards a carry. So, to your point, I see what you mean by the defenses are still good. With both quarterbacks, Jesus.
Hey, Jalen Hurts, man, just lower your pad level, baby. Run the ball, lower your pad level. That's all you got to do. Oh, and by the way, let's get into this as well. That little tush-push stuff y'all been doing now, they need to start getting flagged for that nonsense. All that false start, moving before the ball snap.
False start. I think it was the first one.
Yeah.
They need to start getting flagged for that stuff.
The left guard.
But it's been happening all season, man. Not even just this season. It's a thing, man, that the league is not. They're ignoring. They're ignoring.
And the thing is, it's making me wonder how long this really been going on. They pointed out now, but how long has it been going on? And
I've noticed it. I watched every Eagles game for the past 2 years. I've noticed it.
When I tell you Ray Charles could have seen that false start, and he's blind and dead, and he could have seen that false start.
Man, let me tell y'all something. I've been on the sideline, and I'm not in the referee's way, because if I'm in the referee's way, that's a 15-yard penalty. But even my angle, if the referee sees the offensive line move, the defensive line move, they throw in that flag. It's not that hard to reach in your pocket or reach on the side and then just pull the flag out and just throw it, man.
Yeah, it's blatant, man. I mean, it happens a lot, man. It happens a lot, man. They're not calling it.
They're not calling it. And so now it's making me wonder, like, how much of the success is not just off the tush push, but the referee's not flagging it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not.
Mm-hmm. And that's the issue. It's like, okay, if it's executed within the realms of the rule, I don't have a problem with it. Even though it annoys the hell out of me. But when you literally got guards taking off,
well, it's an advantage. I mean, it just provides an advantage, man. Yeah. Let's call it official. What should say? Official malpractice, man.
And listen, we complained about Kansas City when referees were loving Kansas City to death last year, but
they still do. It's just
I know that. But what I'm talking about now, I'm talking about Philadelphia now.
Especially when it comes to short yardage. I mean, that changes the game, man. I mean, you're talking about
Because
you're talking about, and they're doing this.
1, you're talking about 3rd and goal.
You're talking about 4th and 2s. You call it now. You have 4th and 7. That changes the game.
It changes the game completely.
You know, they gotta do something about that, man. It's getting out of hand.
Because if you get the Eagles in 3rd and long, you got a better chance of stopping them because they won't throw the ball to their best receiver.
Well, you got to run. You got to run the ball.
Period. Because they can't throw the ball.
If you're at 4th and 1 or 4th and 2, now you're at 4th and 6 or 7. Now you got to run a real play or kick or punt.
Yeah,
you know, it's different.
It is.
You can't extend a drive to get 7 more points at that point. And they're not killing people. I mean, they're these will be closer or different games, different outcomes if you enforce the rules properly.
So
especially when you throw to your best receiver.
And so now, and if I gotta be on the mountain by myself doing this, I'm gonna put the asterisk next to the Super Bowl victory last year. I don't care what nobody say. Asterisk.
Okay, elaborate on that.
Because you might have been cheating this whole time. You might have been getting away. We might be getting away with that tush push.
Some of the false starts in the
tush. Yeah, false start. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the false starts. You know that are linked to tush push plays. But yeah, I mean,
it's not the plays. Yeah,
right. It's the false starts.
It's the false start.
Yeah. So yeah, that and folks that are watching, chime in on your thoughts about the tush push. Your thoughts about AJ Brown not getting the ball. Hey, Eric James, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But definitely chime in on your thoughts on the tush push, the false starts during the tush push, AJ Brown not getting the ball like he should. Again, you got Ferrari.
It hurts.
Yeah. But AJ Brown getting the ball and honestly, if AJ Brown's on a different team, he'd probably be mentioned in the same likes as a Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson. But because he's on the team that he's on, he's getting limited targets. It's to the point now with Devontae Smith seems like he's the number 1 receiver, and AJ Brown just there for decoration.
Yeah,
that's what it seems.
AJ Brown, you can go to Buffalo, man. Go to Buffalo.
I mean, look, man. Players want to win, but they still want to get their numbers too. I mean, especially a receiver.
Hey, somebody call the Buffalo Bills GM and trade for AJ Brown this offseason.
Yeah, I mean, it just will make sense. It's going to get to a point. It's going to come to head. This is what the 3rd time AJ Brown has mentioned, has made a reference to not getting the ball. The 9th?
No, I'll say 4th for 5th. But I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Matter of fact, I do you one better. Baltimore. You always looking for a receiver.
That's what I was thinking.
You call Philadelphia, man.
Yeah.
If I'm Baltimore, I'm trading a draft pick for AJ Brown.
I can tell you where AJ Brown really who would really love to have an AJ Brown?
San Francisco.
A Cam Ward.
Yes, sir.
He has nothing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, Cam Ward.
I'm saying Baltimore because Baltimore, they keep missing on wide receivers. Just trade your 1st round pick to Philadelphia, even though I would hate it for them to get a 1st round pick, but trade up and go get AJ Brown.
Yeah, it's because he's not being used. It's literally like you have a Ferrari sitting in your garage and you're not driving. And it's like, oh, I'm Ike and Mike it every day. Well,
you saying put him back in Tennessee, huh?
He might get better numbers in Tennessee. I don't know. It might even increase that win total.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean
a lot of teams will love him. A lot of teams would.
So I mean, he's just not being used. It's not even about we all know the cliche trope about receivers saying, "Well, I'm not getting the ball. I'm not getting the ball." Man, we threw you the ball like we targeted you 10 times in this game. You mad because you got 7 catches out of 10 targets. You know we got receivers that do that. Receivers do that. But this is not the same thing. What A.J. Brown is saying is a legitimate gripe. It's legitimate. He's one of the best receivers in the league. He just ain't got the stats to prove it because he don't get the targets. You know. And
yeah, I mean, Yeah, they got to open that offense up a lot more because now we're in a part of the season where you're fighting for home field, you're fighting for a bye, and you got a lot of division games coming up. And
not even division games. Look at the game this week. Philly plays the Lions this week.
Ooh, well, conference games. Yeah, you're gonna get beat up, man. You got to open this offense up, man, because
you got
it's
two teams
nasty.
Yeah, you got two teams that's trying to become trying to get the number 1 seed right now.
Yes, sir.
Lions and Philly.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be a travesty if AJ Brown does not get more targets in this game, especially against that banged up secondary of the Lions. I don't want to get into my picks right now, but yeah. So it would just be silly. Hey, let's run Saquon into this brick wall instead of, hey, you got this big, huge 6'3" receiver that can body short smaller corners, and you're not trying to get him the ball.
Well, Donald says he can go anywhere but Kansas City. He had a typo.
I don't think Richmond is that crazy.
But I will say this, though. Let's go ahead and shift this from East Pennsylvania to West Pennsylvania, where the Steelers acquired cornerback Asante Samuel, who was a free agent for a while. He had spinal fusion surgery. He's been cleared to play, and now he's a Pittsburgh Steeler. And now he's over there with Old Man Slay and
washed up Jalen.
Oh, washed up Jalen Ramsey, not Hurts. I was about to say wrong name. And I think Joey Porter's still over there, if I'm not mistaken.
Handsy Joey Porter, yeah.
Yeah, so
he's more handsy than Diddy at a freak off. He's just handsy. But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. Watch the film. He gets called more than any other corner on that team.
That's sad. But yeah, that's
defensive holding pass.
That secondary has a lot of names, but really at the end of the day, it's no true substance. Because, like I said, Porter is Mr. Pass Interference or illegal use of hands. Darius Slay is past his prime. We'll see what Asante Samuel looks like. And then Jalen Ramsey, I heard they moved Ramsey to safety, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
He might pull out a few more years of his career.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah,
but like I said, that secondary is full. It's a bunch of names. And lack of substance. It really is.
It's a bunch of names, definitely. Now, Asante Samuel, if he's completely healthy, is going to be a very, very good asset to the Steelers because he when he was healthy, he was a really good player.
Yes.
Yeah, I won't go over his stats, but yes, like he would be sometimes in the double-digit PBUs. He always recorded 2 or 3 interceptions. One season, I think he had 3. Another season, he had 2. But he's not going to let you catch the ball. He may not get a lot of interceptions, but he's not going to let you catch the ball. And again, if he's fully healthy, he could be an asset. And quite frankly, I don't understand how the Steelers did the right thing. They didn't let him out the building because he was visiting like about 5 or 6 teams.
Yes, he was.
And he did a workout for him and everything, talked to the GMs, and they let him go. And I'm like, all those teams that let Asante Samuel out of the building, you need to be slapped. Slap yourself really hard. Because if you really had a need at that position, you shouldn't have let him walk out the building because he's probably the best free agent on the couch out of all the remaining free agents at this point in the season. So, Steve, what are your thoughts?
No, I agree. I mean, y'all said it, man. I have nothing to add to that one.
Yeah, man. I see him probably line up in a slot. And they probably keep Porter and Slay on the outside. Ramsey at safety. That should be interesting, but TJ Watt's going to continue to carry this defense. Him and Man, Cam Hayward keeps getting older and older.
Cam, yeah,
Keeps getting older and older. But and then they got that rookie. Who's that kid they drafted? I cannot think of his name. He's on the defensive line, and I don't know why I can't think of his name.
Harmon.
Huh?
Harmon.
Yeah, Harmon. Yeah. His mom passed away, unfortunately. Almost immediately. I think immediately after he got drafted, his mom passed away, unfortunately. But yeah, that team has a bunch of old players, and they're winning games and stuff, but they're gonna have to blow that team up in a year or two, man. They really should blow it up this offseason. That's my opinion, but
well, since we want to go there, we've talked about this already. Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback.
I know,
and we've talked about how Aaron Rodgers is setting them up for failure in the future because they're going to win just enough games to put them out of range in the draft.
Yeah,
from getting the quarterback of the future, and they're going to probably have to go and get Kirk Cousins or something.
Yeah,
I think that's what's going to happen to them. So, and it's like when they first brought him in, it was like, oh. You don't have a plan for the future?
You don't have a plan for the future.
It's like you just putting all your eggs in the Aaron Rodgers basket. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he's proven that he's still very competent at quarterback and he can still, make a lot of good throws, still make some plays. But I'm like, what's your plan after this year?
And right now, they pick 20th, and that will be a wild card pick.
So there's that.
Yeah.
So, but the Steelers are kind of like they playing fast and loose, which is not in the character of their franchise. That's not their character. So, it's kind of grabbing an Asante Samuel. I kind of get it. I'm not really, I kind of get it because you're like, okay, let's make the most of this. Let's make the most of this season. Let's go all in. Let's grab who we can grab and try to see if we can make a push because let's be honest, nobody really saw them in this position before the season started. If you told us that the Steelers would be in this position at week 11, we'd be like, man, you crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So they're kind of like, okay, let's go all in right now. Let's go get Asante Samuel, Don't be surprised if they're not done grabbing people from off the couch that still might have some juice, But yeah, I mean, yeah, Steelers are doing good right now, but what's the plan for the future? Because let's be real, you're not going to win the Super Bowl this year, Pittsburgh. You're not. Okay, you got a good shot of making the playoffs, but you're not going to get to the Super Bowl. So after this season, when you don't win the Super Bowl, what's your plan for the future? Let's think ahead. And I don't think they would again, completely out of character for that franchise. But I don't think they were thinking that far.
No, not at all. Not at all. They're not thinking that far.
I don't think they're thinking far at all.
No.
You got Jalen Ramsey, who's on his last leg. You got Darius Slay, who's on his last leg. Hayward, who's on his last leg. Aaron Rodgers, who's on his last leg. You got so many pieces that are going to be gone either next year or within the near future, or just go, they just not gonna have it. They'll be there but not have it. But not since we go in there, let's talk about week 11. Let's get into these picks.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right. So last week, I'm going to just be real with y'all. This is probably one of my worst seasons picking ever because of so much parity.
It's a lot of parity in this league, man. It's crazy.
Here's the thing. I have not gone below 500. I have not gone below 500 at all this season on my picks. Last week I was 7-7. I was an even 7-7. I was watching the early games. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Like, The Browns beating the Jets, that was a pick 'em. I mean, Jets beating the Browns, that was a pick 'em game anyway. But who saw the Saints going to Carolina and beating the Panthers?
Not me.
The Patriots going to Tampa Bay and beating the Bucs. The Ravens beating the Vikings in Minnesota. The Dolphins beating the Bills. Like, are you serious?
That was an upset right there.
Yeah, it was a huge upset. Or the 26 unanswered points in the fourth quarter by the Houston Texans with their backup quarterback against Jacksonville. I told y'all Jacksonville ain't worth a damn. I keep telling people that. They don't listen to me.
Overrated.
If you can keep the turnover battle on your side, Jacksonville can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you got a good defense. And Houston has got right now the best defense in the league, the number one in the league in defense. But some of these, they feel like I thought they would. But yeah, there's been crazy stuff going on in the league. So I'm like, this week I have 7 pick'em games. I think that's the biggest number I've had since I've been on the show. 7.
Damn, 7? Woo.
7.
Yeah,
There are
it's
7
a tough
games
week.
in this weekend that I
It's a
would
tough
not
week.
put money on. I would not put money on any of them if you're smart, because it could go either way. I really, really mean that. That being said, Brandon, my first pick is a Stone Cold lock.
Let's get it.
All right. The Patriots will be beating the Jets.
Yes.
It's a division game. You know how division games are crazy, but like I just can't see the Patriots going down to Tampa Bay and handing Baker Mayfield and them an L and not being able to be at home in Gillette Stadium and be able to just handle the Jets with relative ease. I think Justin Fields is starting this week. Yeah,
and he's not at that quarterback.
Wait, you said Tampa, New England. You just mentioned the Jets. What's the matchup?
The
New England and the Jets.
The New England and the Jets.
Because New England played Tampa Bay this past weekend.
Okay.
And they beat them in Tampa, which is very difficult to do. So like I just don't see them. I can't in any good judgment. They're at home. They're playing the Jets. The Jets are still really bad. They're 2-8 or something. And Drake May is like a fringe MVP candidate right now. Fringe.
Okay.
So it's like Drake, and I've been talking about Drake May for the last couple of weeks. It's like,
hey, listen, man, Drake May right now is the best quarterback from that draft class.
Yeah, he's playing well. He's playing exceptionally well. Yeah, and he's making smart decisions with the ball, and he's doing what he needs to. He's dealing like he should, like a dealer. He's dealing to his weapons that he has, and Stephon Diggs has been a big help to him. Hunter Henry starting to emerge to become one of the better tight ends in the league again, and now they let the rookie get some playing time, and now at the running back, and now you got a balanced attack, and of course Vrabel knows how to coach defense. So, Patriots over Jets, Stone Cold lock of the week. This next one, Commanders go to Miami to play the Dolphins.
No.
They go to Spain. They overseas. That's right. Overseas. It doesn't matter. No Jaden Daniels, no Terry McLaurin,
no Deron Payne, who's suspended for this game.
No Deron Payne because he punched Amon-Ra St. Brown in the face. After
St. Brown's punched him.
Right, and so if we had the full complement of Commanders players, I would pick the Commanders in this game, but they are too undermanned. Mike McDaniel's coaching for his life, and I feel like he's still gonna get fired, but I think he's auditioning for his next job, which would be an OC somewhere. I like Miami over the Commanders just because Commanders are just undermanned. They're just completely undermanned.
They are. I mean, they're missing their top 2 corners as well.
I was going to say, and the defense is atrocious.
Yeah.
And Mike McDaniel should be able to carve up that defense, even with a complete bum like Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback. Because Tua almost gave that game away last week against the Bills. He was making some highly questionable throws, and it was like, "What are you, boy? What?" So Devon Achane should be able to run all through the Commanders' defense. So yeah, I got the Dolphins over the Commanders. Next game. The Packers are going to MetLife Stadium. Hopefully, nobody tears an ACL on that field because that's the ACL claiming field in the NFL. But I like for the same reason because Jackson Dart's out, Scatterbo's out, Blake Neighbors is out,
different head coach,
interim head coach. I like the Packers to go in. And look, don't be shocked if the interim head coach just kind of turns on a light bulb or something. And this first time out the gate, he's like, yeah, and then they galvanize them and they go and pull an upset. Don't be shocked, but I still like the Packers over the Giants.
Yes.
This next game, I had 3 possible Stone Cold locks this week. This is the second one. I went against it. It's a divisional game. And the Texans travel to Tennessee to play the Titans. The Titans can't pull piss out of boot without instructions. The Texans at least have the very best defense in the league. You can hardly move the ball over them. So even with Davis Mills starting, we don't know if C.J. Stroud will be back or not. But C.J. Stroud, Davis Mills, it doesn't matter. Texans probably by 2 scores. Over Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tennessee have a tough time even scoring.
Yeah, I don't be shocked if you see a Texans defensive touchdown somewhere in this game.
What surprised me?
You could see a defensive touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This next game is one of my 7 pick'ems. The Panthers go to Atlanta to play the Falcons. Again, divisional game. The Panthers are better than we thought they would be. I said that last week. And the Falcons, we don't know. We still don't know who the hell the Falcons are. Just being real.
They're trying to figure it out.
It's Bijan Robinson and some dudes. I'm sorry. It's Bijan Robinson, Drake May, and some dudes.
Drake London,
excuse me. Drake London and some dudes. And it's like, okay, we don't know who they're going to be from week to week. One week they look like world beaters with that pass rush, and Drake London's catching balls all over the place and 6-7 balls a game. Bijan Robinson running roughshod. Then the very next week they look completely inept. So I don't know. I know the Falcons are coming off a bye, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're coming off a bye. They're at home. The Saints kind of beat up on the Panthers physically, so the Panthers got to go down there and try to play a very physical Falcons team. And if the right Falcons team shows up, which I think they will after this bye, I'm gonna go with the Falcons. However, this is a pick'em. Stranger things have happened.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Stranger Things season 5 is coming out pretty soon. Anyway, the next game. It's another divisional game. This is another pick'em. Just the Bears and the Vikings. Normally, the last 2 weeks I had picked the Vikings, and the Vikings have let me down tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
The Vikings are at home, but the Bears are picking up steam. That offense is starting to look really discernible now. With them.
Man, yeah, man.
It's starting to look like a
team. That's tough, man.
Yeah. So, but you still can't count out the Vikings defense, especially after a bad outing. They usually bounce back. So I'm going with the Bears because at this point I like Caleb Williams better than I like J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, because J.J. McCarthy's struggling, man.
Yeah,
and he's killing me. He's killing me because I have Justin Jefferson and I just let go of T.J. Hawkinson. I can't do this no more.
Yeah, T.J. Hawkinson's killing me too. Because I got.
But it's not his fault though.
No, he's not getting targets.
I know.
So, but I'm going with the Bears on this one. Again, pick 'em game. Because I pick it against the Vikings this week, this will be the week the defense lose their freaking minds and like turns over Caleb Williams like 3 times and gives them short fields and they just take it out on them.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the Bears. So that's my second pick 'em game, Bears over Vikings. The next game, I like the Chargers over the Jaguars. Period. Yeah. That's one you probably could put some money on. I like the Chargers to go down to Duval County and hand the Jags the second.
Duval.
You said it like it was a question. Duval. Anyway, but
that would be my lock. Go ahead.
Welcome to head coaching, Lynn Coleman. You about to get way more lumps than that, and I think the Chargers they're gonna have enough juice to beat the Jaguars. As long as they don't turn the ball over, Justin Herbert doesn't turn the ball over, anything like that, they pretty much gonna jump all over the Jags. This next one is another good game. It's a bunch of good games coming on this weekend. The Bucks are traveling out to Western New York to play the Bills. The Bills laid a freaking egg.
And they are angry.
Now here's my thought process on this. This is just my theory. I think the Bills lost to the Dolphins because they looked past them and they was getting ready for this Bucks game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think that's what it was. We got Baker Mayfield and them coming up in here next weekend. We got Vita Vea coming up in here next week. Man, let's hurry up and get the Dolphins out the way so we get
Todd Bowles, baby. Todd Bowles.
Look, man, I tell folks, E and Brandon, like, listen, man, these teams, they know they're going far. They take weeks off, man.
Mm-hmm. I think
they have to chill sometimes because they know what they can do. You gotta just take some weeks off, man. And I think last week was one of them.
Yeah, because in a vacuum, we know the Bills are a better team than the Dolphins, but I think they snapped back, and I think they beat the Bucks at home. But again, this is a pick-up game because the Bucks just came off a really nasty loss that they thought that they should have won. So you got two teams that's kind of hungry. They in the middle of this playoff race, and they jockeying for position. So, yeah. So you got this could be where the unstoppable force meets the immovable object. Either way, folks, watch the game. It's going to be a good one.
Yes,
this game. But I like the Bills. I like the Bills by a score. It could be just a field goal, but I like the Bills by a score. And again, it's a pick'em game. Next game, I got the Bengals going to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. I like the Steelers in this game. The Bengals are just a little too banged up.
I don't think Trey Hendrickson's playing.
I don't think he is either. And again, I don't want to get into talking about poverty franchises, but
you should have traded him.
You should have traded him because you're not going to get anything. He's going to walk out the door at the end of the season.
Yes, and be a free agent.
You're not going to see Trey Hendrickson anymore. He's going to clean out his locker after week 18, and you're not going to see him again. And because you wouldn't pay him and you wouldn't trade him, you could at least got something for him. And y'all simple asses was up there asking for a first rounder for a 31-year-old pass rusher with a hip injury, and thinking somebody was going to actually. Everybody just hung up the phone on you. Yeah, we like to inquire about Trey Hendrickson. What will it take? What will it take to get Trey Hendrickson? Oh, we need a first. So, yeah, it's no. But I like the Steelers beating the Bengals right there. The Bengals still have one of the worst defenses in the league, and I think Aaron Rodgers carves that up. Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf carves it up. At most, it might be it could turn into a shootout. It could, but I don't think it will. I still like the Steelers by about 2 scores. Next game, this is another pickle. The Niners, who have a completely inept GM, are going to play the Cardinals in Arizona. The Niners cannot put pressure on a quarterback. I don't care if it's Pee Wee League. They can't put a pressure on a quarterback. Okay? Jacoby Brissett is a pocket passer. he's going to have all day to throw the ball. The only reason why I'm calling this a pick'em game is because the Cardinals are banged up too. Marvin Harrison Jr. will not play. He had appendicitis. Zay Flowers will not play. He tore his Achilles.
Yep.
And then I don't want to say Mac Wilson, the middle, then Mike Backer will not play. So that's the only reason why I'm calling this a pick'em game. Also, there's rumors that Brock Purdy and Ricky Pearsall will be back for this game. So that's the only reason why I'm calling it a pick'em. That being said, I'm going with the Cardinals because I just don't trust the Niners defense right now. It started off in the top 10 of the league. When everybody was healthy, they were a top 10 defense. And then they gradually, every time somebody got hurt, it just did that. And it's still dropping. Defense is still dropping. Okay. So I don't see the defense getting much better. It could have got better during the trade deadline, John Lynch. But, you decided to sit there. But I like the Cards over the Niners. And that's probably going to be the death knell for the Niners season after this loss. I don't see them making the playoffs. I don't. I know it's like they're 6-4. They can still finish out and be 10-6 or something like. I'm sorry, 10-7. But that's pushing it in this NFC. Right now, they're on the outside looking in the playoff race. 7 teams in the NFC make it in. The Niners are sitting in 8th place. Yeah. And this one, like I said, this one might knock them out. The Cards are just playing spoiler this season. They pretty much put a damper on the Cowboys' hopes of making the playoffs last week, and they could very well do that to the Niners this week. But it's a pick'em game because of the injuries to the Cardinals. Next games. This is definitely the game of the week. This is the hate fest. I'm calling it the hate fest because I literally want both teams to lose, and it's impossible. The Seahawks are playing the Rams. Okay. I don't think the Rams are as good as advertised. They played the 49ers backups last week, and the 49ers still managed to score 4 touchdowns on them. Okay. The Seahawks are rolling right now. Okay. Sam Darnold is dealing. That defense, that pass rush is ferocious.
Mike McDonald.
Yes, that
Leonard
pass
Williams
rush is ferocious.
Leonard
And
Williams.
what's the best way to beat the Rams? Put Matt Stafford on his back. And that's what the 49ers couldn't do last week, but the Seahawks will be able to do. So look for also you got an oblique injury going on with Devontae Adams. I think he'll play, but I think he'll be hampered. I like the Seahawks in this game because I think the Rams are overrated. And I hate the Seahawks too, but the Seahawks are a much better team. Seahawks are making a statement for being maybe one of the best teams in the NFC between them, the Eagles, and the Lions. But I like the Seahawks. Again, this is a divisional game, so pick them. And they're 2 of the better teams by record. Next game, this is also a divisional game. This is a pick 'em. The Chiefs travel to Mile High Stadium to play the Broncos.
This is crucial for Denver.
I still like Denver's defense.
Yes.
You can't make me not like their defense. Pat Mahomes has a way of getting away with highway robbery, but I think this defense. I'm not sure about the availability of Pat Surtain. That's going to play a huge part in it. The availability of Pat Surtain is going to play a huge part, and if he's available, look for him to probably have
Rashee Rice.
I was about to say that they're gonna probably have him locked in on Rashee Rice, and then they'll probably maybe roll coverage over to where Worthy is. Pretty much Denver. Dre Greenlaw can cover Travis Kelce. He can. I mean, yeah, it's not a thing. Okay, so let me see. I'm looking at the Pat Surtain did not participate in practice and still doesn't have anything up on him yet. whether he's gonna be available or not. But I still like the Broncos defense. I still don't think the Chiefs are as good as they were in past years.
No, of course not. No,
they're not the same Chiefs.
No, they're not the same. Not the same.
So I think I like the Broncos in a squeaker, especially Bo Nix with his late game heroics. But that's why it's a pick 'em, because the problem with the Broncos is, and everybody who's watching them knows this, they don't start playing football till the second half. They show up, they in the stadium, they on the field, but they don't start playing football till the second half. You can't do that with Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes get up on you, you're going to be in trouble. So they're going to have to go tit for tat with Pat Mahomes. So they're going to stop Pat Mahomes and score. So they got to come in the door quarter one and be playing. So that's why it's a pick'em game, but I still like the Broncos. Give me the Ravens over the Browns for logical reasons. Dylan Gabriel is not good. I saw a video on Instagram the other day, and it was like these guys sitting around. So I can name 50 quarterbacks better than Dylan Gabriel. And they were naming like every team's quarterback and their backup quarterback. And then they named Shedeur Sanders. So
listen. After this game, Dylan Gabriel needs to sit down, and Shedeur needs to finish out the season.
Yeah.
My opinion, I don't think it's going to happen, but it's time to cut the cord, and Shedeur Sanders needs to finish out the season. It's time.
Yeah. And we need to see what he can do.
Yes.
We need to see what he can do.
Yes.
And, behind the starting line.
Yes.
What they did to him in preseason.
With starters, line, and skills. Yes.
Yeah. So we know what Dylan Gabriel is. And the Ravens are starting to pick up momentum. I don't know if it's enough to catch up to, because they put themselves in a big hole early this season. I don't know if it's enough to catch up, but they are building momentum. If the Ravens don't make the playoffs, they're going to probably be labeled the best team that didn't make the playoffs this season.
Probably.
So they starting to pick up momentum. So I got them over the Browns. Another great game. This is for NFC supremacy. As of right now, the Lions play the Eagles. Whew. I'm going to go with the Eagles on this one. This is another pick'em, because the Lions, I feel some type of way about the Lions secondary, and it's not any of their faults. It's just, again, injuries. But on the flip side, we know that Jalen Hurts don't like to throw the ball but to his first read. So we have to look at that. So we got, and then there's a lot of injuries. DJ Reed had limited participation this week in practice. Josh Paschal, the other defensive end, he had limited participation. I don't know if Terrion Arnold's going to play, which, he did participate in practice, so we don't know. The way the Eagles could win this game is taking advantage of the back four of the defense of the Lions. I don't know if they're gonna be able to do it, because again, this is Jalen Hurts we're talking about, your favorite quarterback.
Nope.
So, but
hey, listen, that man need to be in the when they go position meetings, he need to be in the running back room.
All right, sitting next to Saquon. So
yeah,
but that being said, the Eagles defense may cause problems for Jared Goff, who's not a very mobile quarterback, and they may be all over him. This could be another low-scoring game, possibly, but I like the Eagles at home.
But I tell you what,
it's a pick 'em.
I heard Jalen Phillips look real good.
Yes,
in
he
his
did.
First game in Philadelphia.
Yes, he did, John Lynch. Jalen Phillips looked real good.
He looked real good. I was
like, wow. They traded a third, didn't they?
Yeah.
They traded a third, John Lynch. A third.
Hey, listen. Let me ask you a question, man. What is it going to take for John Lynch to resurrect himself with you?
Hoist to Lombardi. That's it. Nothing else. Everything until he's in the doghouse with me. until no, he's not even a doghouse. He's an outhouse. Okay. Yeah, we covered that, Carl. I'm talking about the false starts and the touch push, but we really talk about the Eagles defense. The Eagles defense, I think, is going to be able to give Jared Goff some problems.
Yeah.
Now, if Dan Campbell leans on his running game, it could be more interesting. It's going to be an interesting game either way.
I did Penei Sewell get hurt?
I believe so. Let me check. I have it right here in front of me.
Because I think Penei Sewell was hurt.
Yes, he did not participate in practice today.
Yeah, that could. Yeah.
Again, today is Wednesday, so
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't play, that could really shift some stuff.
Yeah. So, but I like the Eagles over the Lions right now, but it could go a completely different way. Like I said, that's my 7th pick'em game. This last game is going to be occurring on Monday Night Football. Yeah, this was almost a stone cold lock, but I cannot trust the Dallas Cowboys at all. I do not trust them. The Raiders are absolute sewage water. They are the blue water in the porta potties in a construction site in hell. That's how bad the Raiders are. Okay.
Except for Brock Bowers and Max Crosby.
Except for Max Crosby and Brock Bowers. That's it. But I can't trust the Cowboys. I gave the Cowboys, Cowboys they gonna beat Arizona. Shit. So I can't trust the Cowboys. This should be a walk-off for the Cowboys.
It should be.
I'm still picking them to win it, but
And trust me, I love my Cowboys. But right now, man, they're making me upset. They are making me upset.
This is a layup game for the Cowboys.
It is.
Geno Smith is awful.
Awful.
He is awful.
They cannot make Geno Smith look like Dan Marino, man.
Yeah, and no matter how hard you try, I don't care. You can't make chicken salad out of chicken doo-doo, no matter how much mayonnaise you put in it. Okay?
Chicken manure.
Yeah, it's no. So first of all, Dallas offense is in the top 5 in the league. They moving the ball like when they want to. As long as Dak not doing stupid stuff, they moving the ball whenever they want to. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing, they added Quentin Williams and Logan Wilson, which I don't think it moves the needle for them this year, but it could help them a little bit in a game like this because this is light work. This should be light work. Now listen to me now. Look at me, Dallas fans. If y'all lose this game Monday night, I already said cancel the season if y'all lose to the Cardinals. And y'all managed to do that. Y'all should be canceling y'all season. But nope, Jerry Jones gonna make trades like y'all still alive. Like y'all, we going to the Super Bowl.
Those are trades.
Y'all lose. If y'all take y'all raggedy tails to Allegiant Stadium and lose to the damn Raiders, don't watch no more Cowboys football this year. Just stop. Go ahead. Basketball started up already. Watch that. Oh, I'm just telling you that right now. Also, on the flip side, Cowboy fans, if y'all win this game like y'all supposed to, don't be jumping up and down and acting Terrence Hayden, I'm looking at you. Don't be jumping up and down and trying to hang your hat on beating the Raiders. That's like going into a daycare and punching a bunch of 4-year-olds in the face and then putting on a belt talking about I'm the WWE champion. Don't. So again, if y'all lose this game, abandon all hope, ye who enter here. If you win this game, calm your silly tail down. It's the Raiders. It's the Raiders. Don't be with them boys. Shut up. It's the Raiders. You supposed to do that. Okay? So I just want to say that. I'm picking the Cowboys to beat the Raiders, but stranger things have happened. That's why I can't trust them to ever be a stone cold lock this season. I just can't. Even though they should win this game like 42-3. They should. Just on sheer offense. You know, defense might still go out there and lay an egg, but I mean, Dak and them should be able to put up 40-some points. Seriously. All right. So to recap, stone cold lock of the week: Patriots over Jets. Dolphins over Commanders, Packers over Giants, Texans over Titans, Falcons over Panthers, pick 'em. Bears over Vikings, pick 'em. Chargers over Jags, Bills over Bucks, pick 'em. Steelers over Bengals, Cardinals over Niners, pick 'em. Seahawks over Rams, pick 'em. Broncos over Chiefs, pick 'em. Ravens over Browns, Eagles over Lions, pick 'em. And Cowboys over Raiders. Hey, LB, what's up? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Brent. That's my
line, brother. Yeah.
One more thing. Donald also said for that Bills Bucks game, it's gonna be 42 degrees. And that does not include a wind chill.
Well, that plays into the Bills' wheelhouse. Right?
Yeah, it does, man. Yeah, it does.
But the Bucks do have the ability to run the ball too.
Yeah, they do. Is Bucky Irvin healthy?
He's healthy.
Okay. And Carl Stores said, "Yeah, man. Last week was the nail in the coffin. Well, it was about almost 2 weeks ago now, but same difference."
Yeah, but Carl, you got sense. There are a lot of people that in your fan base that don't have any sense. So
that's true. That's so true.
Because right now the Cowboys are in 11th place in the NFC. You take the top 7 teams to the playoffs, they're in 11th. So, yeah.
All right. First, because this is our 200th episode, can we get some likes, please, on this podcast from both the Facebook and YouTube sides? Appreciate that. Please share this episode 200. We again appreciate everybody. I'm putting emphasis on this. We appreciate everybody, from the day one people to the most recent people and everyone in between. We appreciate y'all. We could not have made episode 200 without you guys. We appreciate y'all. We salute y'all. Thank you 100%. From the bottom of all 4 of our hearts. So let's close this out. And we'll be back on next week. And yes, we will be on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. It's not going to be a long show. We'll be on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So while you got the turkey in the oven.
Oh, you should be brining that turkey at that point.
Well, you know what I mean. Yeah, just watch us real quick. Keep out on the turkey still. But then we won't be on long. So that way y'all can enjoy your Thanksgiving with family. So we will be on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Like I said, it's not going to be a long show. Okay? So right now we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and IG. Coach Williams, future Hall of Famer, the NFL Encyclopedia, the Wildcat quarterback that runs this show, That Direction, Panel 316, the good guy with the black hat, always ready to say, I told you so. Thanks for Steve for being on the show. Steve Space Age, the one who came up with the idea of the show. And I'm going to still shout out Tristan. I know he wasn't here, but he's still part of this whole thing. Episode 200, baby. The quarterback that runs the show. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. Thanks again. Again, please like and share this video. Later.